Sound. Hey guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. Melanated! Welcome to my recap of Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 58, Bride or Fugitive. Why those are the two options, I have no idea. Isn't it supposed to be like Bride or Die? That makes more sense, like a play on Ride or Die. Anyways, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share on any social media platform that you deem fit. We are going to go ahead and jump on right into this video because I have another live directly after this one. So we're going to keep this short and keep it popping. Okay. So the first couple that we are going to talk about, just mainly because it was the shortest one, it was the first one we saw, and it was like, okay, yeah, is Shawn and Sarah. Look at Shawn's beard here. Did he just forget that little bitty part of the mustache that's in the center right there? Or is he going for a Hitler look? Because I tried several times to grab a screenshot, and as you can see, the screenshots that I grabbed weren't that great. But why would he put himself on camera in such a manner is my question. So he is meeting up with Sarah's mother, Kathy, who in this picture, I'm like, okay, so I could see the resemblance. You know, I see a little bit of family resemblance in this. To help him pick out a wedding ring or an engagement ring for Sarah. And Kathy is there because I guess a producer called her and told her to show up. And so, honest to Betsy, she does her best. But then she gets inside this shop and she's like, I can't do it. Shawn is like, the saleswoman comes over and Shawn is like, oh, I like this. And then Kathy's like, believe it or not, she's not going to like a gold. She's probably just going to only want a white silver or a silver. Do they even make silver wedding rings? I don't know. But while she's in there, she just can't keep up the ruse anymore. I mean, she cannot fake the funk any bloody longer. And she's just like, you know what, Shawn, I can't do this. Okay, sir, I'm so sorry. And Shawn's like, come on, Kathy, just help me. And she's like, I don't trust you. I don't trust this relationship. Like, help you do what? Go ahead and just get up out of my face. Like, you have to do this on your own because this ain't me. This ain't me. And I said, you know what, Kathy, stand by your laurels, okay? Don't have these producers and Shawn come up with this fake ass scene where you're supposed to be in here trying to pick out an engagement ring for your daughter when you don't even trust this joker. And let me tell you, your instincts are 100% correct. So I supported Kathy in that moment, and it was good for her. The next scene, the next couple that we're going to talk about is Marcelino and Brittany. Okay, so Marcelino and Brittany are having a little shindig get together at their house to celebrate the fact that Gil, her stepfather, has come down from Alaska to kind of just like suss out the situation, help her and Marcelino out, watch the kids, you know, just have a good time. And so Cindy ends up coming over, and Cindy is like, oh, hello, Gil. How are you? You know, she's putting her best foot forward. She looks cute. And Gil's like, I'm good, Cindy. You know, I got a wife, so chill. And then Brittany ends up having a conversation with her father. They go to play pool, which I'm like, this is really nice that they have a little game room, okay? No dining room table, but a game room, girl. And which is so much of a better waste of so much better. Like, skip the dining room table, girl. If you're not sitting there, if y'all just sit at the breakfast nook, okay, you're not having these like lavish meals where you're sitting at dinner. Make it a party room. Just do it. There is a dining room table sitting in my house right now, unused. Okay, unfurnished, ungarnished, unused. Okay, it is pushed over to the side so that we could use the space for other things. Anywho. So she's having a conversation with her father, and she's like, hey, you know, you're my number one daddy because you raised me. However, my biological father reached out to me, and I just wanted to let you know and get your advice on what I should do because I don't want to disrespect this relationship at all, but I want to know where I came from. Mom just keeps telling me that he's a bad guy and that, you know, she took me away from a terrible situation. But I mean, the situation that she put me in wasn't the best. And Gil's like, is that me? Are you talking about me? And then Gil's like, you know what, Brittany, I met my father later on in life too. He did tell me that the reason why he wasn't around was because my mother had something to do with it. Now, whether or not that is true, I do not know. But I did think it was a cathartic moment for me. I know I'm your daddy. I know I was there. I feel no way. Going ahead and reach out to this man. You have my blessing. And so Brittany's like, thank you. Thank you so much. The reason why I have to like cut these hangnails, girl, they're bothering my spirit. So then, as promised, Marcelino and Brittany get a little bit of alone time. Okay, so they take the Benz and they go to some, I don't know, desert situation. where they get to ride horses. So this was a lovely surprise for Marcelino and Brittany. They're riding the horses. They're having a tour. Marcelino's trying to be as slick as he can possibly be with some of the things that he's saying. And they go and they sit around a fire afterwards. And she's just telling him, look at these terrible ass pictures. I'm so sorry. She's just telling him how much she's grateful for him and all that he's done for her. And that she really needed this moment to kind of chill out and to be out in the open, in the nowhere. And she appreciates him. And then he's like, yeah, Brittany, I like you too. I just want to make sure that our marriage and our wedding is everything it's supposed to be, because if we're not right, then our family's not right. And we got married and had kids really early. So just want to make sure that you and I are good. And here's the truth. Brittany and Marcelino are doing well for themselves. And I am so happy for them. Okay, this situation turned out, and I keep saying this, I know I do, but this situation turned out better than it could ever have turned out for them. And I am absolutely happy for them, and I applaud them for that. Okay, when I seen that red Benz, I was like, okay, girl, y'all ain't playing. Y'all came through this season. Okay, I see you, new house. You know what I'm saying? Just a little subtle changes. I wonder if he's still doing his poker. That's what I wonder. Okay, so anyways, they're hanging out having a good time, and Marcelino says, oh, babe, it's teepee time. So with their cigarette breaths, this is part that grosses me out. Like, as much as, listen, if you smoke cigarettes, I don't care, right? But you can't kiss me, okay? Because after I have like partook in a cigarette or even a cigar, like my whole mouth is a disaster zone. My whole mouth feels like it. One time I smoked cigars and I came home and I just went to sleep. I woke up the next day and it felt like a cat had died in my mouth. Like, it was like the most disgusting taste in my mouth I had ever had. So the idea of kissing a smoker, now I know Marcelino smokes too, so it's fine. But I'm just like, y'all are real dedicated to this smoke life. So they kiss and they're gonna have teepee time. And so they go into the like teepee, which I'm like, can you call them teepees? Is that okay? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And they go and giggle. They go and giggle into the room, into the teepee. So I guess they're gonna have a good time. All right, so next couple that we're going to talk about is Brittany and Ray. However, we're just going to talk about Ray and his grandmother. So Grammy comes over and she brings over food because she don't know what kind of house Brittany keeping. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't know what's in that refrigerator, and she want to make something for her little baby boy. So Ray ends up telling his grandmother that he's going to go to Miami for her birthday, and that, you know, she's been dropping hints that she's expecting to be proposed to on this trip. And grandma is like, bruh, you are going to need to manage her expectations. Are you ready to get married? And he's like, no, I'm not. But she's expecting something. She wants like a little promise ring or something like that. And so what I'm going to give her will be that. And she's like, do you have a ring? And he's like, yeah, I do have a ring. And she's like, well, you need to go on ahead and have that conversation prior to, because you can't go over there and give her a promise ring in front of all her friends when there is an expectation that you are going to propose to her. Which I am just like, Brittany gets on my nerves with this. And grandma's also like, I also want you to be aware that you have restrictions on you. Can you leave the state? Should you be going to Miami? Is Brittany putting your best interests forward? Because I don't want to get no call talking about my grandson is in prison, in no Miami prison. I don't want that at all. But you need to manage Brittany's expectations. That is what you do need to do. And I said, you know what? She ain't wrong. She ain't wrong. So it looks like there's going to be some drama next episode with them. He's taking it all in, but it does look like there's going to be some drama. It looks like she walks away and she's like, I'm tired of this shit. Now, Brittany is an okay actress. You know, some of the scenes that they put on, some of the like drama that they trump up in this, their segments have kept me entertained. And I know it's not all true. But it's still kind of annoying because it's like, I don't want her to be this way. I don't want her to portray herself in such a manner. But then again, I can't control a grown-ass woman. And I can't control how a woman who wants her 15 minutes of fame chooses to utilize her time. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So the next couple that we are going to talk about is Puppy and Amber. I'm just, at this point, why do we consider them a couple? But anyways, so Amber and Puppy's mother meet Puppy at an establishment as a surprise, right? Amber picks up Puppy's mom and they show up. And they're like, Puppy, what are we doing here? She's like, picking out my wedding dress. And Amber's like, what? And she's like, I'm getting married. Yeah, picking out my wedding dress. So come on in. Let's have a good time. I've never done this before. So they go inside and we have this cute little saleswoman. Look at her in the back. Look at this cute little saleswoman. You know, she is rolling with the punches because they are talking about warrants, girl. They're talking about being on the run. They're talking about 2 years of prison time. They're talking about all the things under the sun. And homegirl's in the back just like, you want to try on another dress? And Amber's like, or Puppy's like, yes. So look at her. So Puppy's trying on all these dresses and she looks really good trying, you know, she looks good. Puppy's cute. So she looks good trying on all these dresses. And she's like, I really don't know what I want because I've never thought about getting married. I'm just so excited about the moment. And you know what? I truly admire people who are able to allow themselves to just live in the moment and accept whatever comes their way. Because right now, if someone were to propose to me, whether or not I've known them for years or I just met them, there is no way I would rush to pick out a wedding dress. Absolutely not. There would be a myriad of emotions. Okay. I would immediately call my therapist and sign up again. You know what I'm saying? I would be on the phone, like, I need a therapist stat. Someone just proposed to me and I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to die. And then I would not tell any friends and family. Oh, no, 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 no. It'd just be me and my therapist and my journal, which I would all of a sudden pick up and start using again. Like, and then I would cry on their shoulder and I would be like, no, ask me again in a year. I can't handle it right now. It would not be, let's run to the bridal shop. It wouldn't be that at all. And so they're trying to be like, Puppy, this is all great and super califragilistic. But how did he propose to you? And she's like, in a text. And Amber's like, okay, so I don't understand. In the text? And she's like, yeah, I was sitting on the couch and I guess I really wasn't paying attention to him. And then he just sent me a text and said, will you marry me? And I said, yes. I said, yes. And Amber's like, well, I think that you deserve a better proposal than that. I would definitely want a man just to get on one knee. But like, let's talk about this warrant. And she's like, no, I don't want to talk about the warrant. And Amber's like, listen, Puppy, I spoke to my PO. Okay. All you have to do is call them. Just call them. Call them, speak to the chief. And she's like, I already did call them. And they're like, what happened? She's like, I didn't get in contact with anybody. And I feel like this is what must have happened. Puppy was like, and it was like, bring, bring. And she's like, and hung up. Like, that's what happened. Okay. Because Puppy did not try. She didn't try. You know, Amber is like, all you have to do is do such and such and such. Now, listen, I understand the anxiety to even gear up and do something like this. But when your bestie tells you, I spoke to my PO and this is all you have to do, when someone just like lays a track, you got to go on ahead and ride that ride. You just got to do it. And she's like, I don't want to talk about this. You guys are making me nervous talking about turning myself in. I don't want to go to prison. I've already done enough time. And it's not my fault. I don't want to do this. Yo, come on. We're picking out wedding dresses. And she's like, you guys are just stressing me out. I don't want to, like, when I get upset and I get stressed out, I just run. And y'all are doing too much. I don't want to run this time. And they're just like, okay, Puppy, we understand you don't want to run and we don't want you to run and we don't want you to go to prison. So that's why we're giving you the tools necessary, the things you need to do in order to not go to prison so we can celebrate this shotgun wedding. And she's just like, okay, I'll do it, but I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's have some more champagne. Then she goes home to her trifling ass high AF boyfriend, okay, sit on the porch. And she's like, guess what they want me to do? They want me to turn myself in. Look at him. And I said, look at this man sitting up here with his knee-high socks on. What he got on? Compression socks? What is happening? Is this man a track star? Is he an athlete? Or are those compression socks because he is a runner? He is a track star and he will also take up and run. So he is going to tell Puppy that her peoples don't really love her if they want her to turn herself in to get on the right side of the law. The answer is just to run. And he loves her. And look at him sitting here high AF. I do not know what this man is on, but whatever it is has nothing to do with that $1 billion brand shirt he's wearing, nor these knee-high socks. He is telling her to do all the wrong things, and it is very upsetting. He's like, if you love me, we'll leave together, and then, you know, we don't have to deal with the law. And I'm like, sir, what? What are you talking about? Every advice you're giving her right now is absolute basura. Okay, it's wrong, it's garbage. You're gonna have puppy up underneath the jail for 10 years on some bullshit with you taken off. All she has to do is turn herself in, see what her options are, tell that PO that that woman is a whole lie, and that, you know, she's been dealing stuff with her mother, get her mother to come up there and sign some kind of affidavit. Girl, I do not know, but time is of the essence. And the longer she waits, the longer this will just pan out and cause her issues. And I hate Gil, or whatever his name is. What's his name? Gil? Gary? Roger? I don't know what his name is. I don't like him because he's leading my girl Pup down the wrong road. And I don't appreciate it because I like pups. Okay, next couple we're going to talk about is Christiana and John. So look at these two hillbillies hanging out in the car. I don't know, he's reaching over trying to touch her cooch and her cooter, her coochang. And she's like, you can't have sex with me to not bite. No. As she's like blowing smoke out of the window. And I'm just like, he be on her. Okay. They must have rock and roll sex. And I'm happy for them. And I'm sad for me. And I'm sad for the fact that I just pictured them. And I'm sad for you because I said that out loud. And now you're picturing John and Christiana having sex. You are welcome. Okay, so then she gets to her restaurant or deli, the place that she works, and starts talking about the fact that, you know, Tara's out there doing drugs and doing whatever, and her mother's ill, and she really feels the pressure of being the only sober person in her family to take care of her mother. And this entire time, most of her life, all of her life, in fact, her mother has never been able to depend on her. And now she really doesn't want to let her mother down, but she's under a lot of stress and a lot of pressure. And then the woman who she works with, who I said, oh, you are TMIing this whole entire situation, you know, it says, you know, I understand. I got out of addiction. I've been 4 years sober. You know, I didn't know how to handle my feelings either. And it just takes the person that is your like sober mate or your, you know, your sponsor to kind of help you through this whole thing. And so you can talk to me anytime. And so Christiana begins to cry. And, you know, I feel for Christiana, but every single time she talks about the fact that it's hard for her and all she wants to do is do drugs, I just am like, girl, I feel you. I feel you, and it sucks. And it's not, I'm not equating it, but the only thing that I can do to kind of understand her is like my food problem. I started yesterday working out, and by working out I mean taking a 2.5 hour walk and eating better. And it's hard for me to eat better when I'm not, it's hard for me to eat better because I don't understand calories. And I know you're supposed to burn off more calories than you intake or something like that in order to make this happen. And in the beginning, after I've had years of bad behavior, I am unable to like reel myself back. So like right now I'm just thinking about food. I already ate. Am I hungry? I don't know. I don't know if I'm hungry unless my stomach is grumbling or unless I get angry. And those are like, that's too far past hunger. You shouldn't get to that point. You should just know, oh, this is a reasonable time to eat. Oh, you don't need those flaming hot Funyuns. My mouth just started watering when I said it. So anyways, so I'm like, oh, I understand. It's like you just want to eat to comfort yourself. And then maybe that's happening with the drugs. You just want to do drugs to comfort yourself. But girl, you can't put down the, you know, cheeseburger and pick up the rice cake. So anyways, that's what I'm working through right now. And my schedule at work has changed. And so like I'm up much later than I normally. I get off work at midnight 30. And it's annoying because by 10, I'm cranky and tired. And it's like, do you continue to eat? What if I'm hungry at 10? Normally, I would be in the bed on my way to sleep, so I wouldn't be tempted to eat. See, this is a whole conundrum. I can't go into it. Okay. So anyways, so Christiana gets that like word of wisdom from her homegirl at work, and we always wish her the absolute best. Okay, so is this the last couple? Yeah. Last but not least, we got Trifling Nicole and dumbass Dante. So Dante is getting himself ready to storm the Bastille and join a wedding in which he was not invited to. Okay. And so he's wearing this. I mean, just like, here's my question. Did he have this suit on standby, or is this just one of his suits? Because here's my thing. If this is the only suit that he has, I just feel like he should step up his game. I feel like he should have one in blue. He should have one in this sort of gold, or like, yeah, like a mustard. He should also have one in green. Because while I'm not upset at this outfit, I'm like, if you're gonna do this and this is gonna be your stilo, then like let it be 100%. Because then he had these shoes to match, and I wasn't mad at it. I know I'm supposed to be, and we're supposed to talk about him, but truthfully, if my brother was African and his pants were a little tighter and we could see his ankles, oh, okay, I see what you are doing. I understand. It gave me life. Y'all can hate on him if you want to. But this little cap toe with the gold, okay? And so my man gonna stunt walking out the house talking about, man, I'm so sad. Nah, this bow tie can go. The bow tie can go. I really do feel like the shirt should have been a little bit more of a V-neck. I know that makes it casual, but like that bow tie, I was just like, okay, you took it too far, took it too far, took it too far. And if his glasses were just a little bit more gold in them, oh, my brother, where are you going? Hey, hey, I loved it. Anyways, I didn't love his purpose though. So then he gets in his little bucket and he goes to this park where this wedding is supposed to take place. And this man is driving around looking for this wedding that he going ahead and veer off the road and get himself stuck to where park rangers need to come and get him. And then you would think that this man says to the camera, I don't know why my life ended up like this, or sometimes you look around situations and you think, how did I get here? And I think that this man, once they get him out of this ravine, I think he's going to turn around and go home, but he doesn't. He continues to look for Tia and at Nicole's wedding. Okay. Meanwhile, we got Nicole. Who told her to sit up in this do this? Who said to do this? Huh? Who said to do this? Who said to do this? She up here in a public restroom, not only a public restroom, a park public restroom, with a table and a vanity girl, putting on her makeup, getting ready for her wedding. Okay? Got on the contour brush and everything. Her and her mother and her mother's partner, her stepmother. Is that her stepmother? Her mother and her mother's partner? I guess her stepmother. I don't know, girl. And she's nervous for the wedding and she's late as per usual. And then we've got Tia. Now Tia's over in her apartment. They haven't seen each other. So Tia's in her hotel getting dressed, putting on a full suit, which I wasn't mad at the suit either, except for it was too big. Talking about she's never done anything like this. She's had a couple of relationships in her life that have been fast and loose, and that the last person she was with really broke her heart. And that this is the furthest she's ever gone with somebody, and she really does love Nicole, and she doesn't know what Nicole is going to do, but she hopes Nicole shows up and she hopes that everything is going to be okay. And I'm just like, okay, y'all just be safe. Stop getting high together. And so she's at the spot, and we all know the girl got a liver problem, right? Is that what the issue is? Is it her kidneys or her liver? There's something wrong with her, right? There's a vital organ that is in jeopardy. And mama is still drinking Hennessy and Coke. And I'm like, is life that rough for you? Is life that tough for you? Are you just so about your drug abuse and your alcohol abuse that these folk can tell you have a tumor or something wrong with your liver or your kidneys or something, and you're still drinking a bottle of Henny and Coke? Now, I don't know if she drank the whole bottle of Henny, but she was like, didn't even mix it. She was like, look, Henny. And then she's like, Coke, look. And I was just like, these people would just be up here drunk and high all day. Sounds like the life, really. Sounds like a very chill life. If addiction wasn't a part of it, and losing your teeth wasn't a part of it, and not being a productive citizen of society wasn't a part of it, you just be relaxed all day. Good for you. So she's at the spot, and then we see what's her face pulling up. And then Tia makes like an old-ish response, you know, and I don't know because this scene right here is in the dark, right? But then when we see Nicole walking up, it's still light outside. So was her reaction to Dante? I don't know, but we about to see next episode. All right, you guys, so that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I absolutely appreciate it. And those of you who are in the room, oh, y'all are amazing. If you would like to donate to the baby fund, you can do so down below. Venmo and Cash App, whatever the other, PayPal, you know what I'm saying? Zelle, do you if you would like to donate. What was I saying anything else? Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share on any social media platform that you deem fit. And I'm going to go live in a few minutes to talk about the family Chantelle. And let's see what some of y'all said. I got a couple minutes. I got 4 minutes. Let's see what y'all are talking about. Hi, Janelyn. Your African is hilarious. Thank you. Hi, Summer of Dragonfly. Indy says, does anyone else feel immediately angry at the sight of Shawn's face? Oh my gosh, I cannot. Oh yeah, I am absolutely angry, especially when he's like posing as baby Hitler, which is like really annoying to me. K Rocket says he walked by every red flag. That's why he's literally a red flag factory. Who is that? Midwife Crystal. Hi girl. Basically, she shouldn't be drinking and smoking. That's what I thought. That is exactly what I thought. Oh gosh, it was the toilet flush for me that did it for me in the cold segment, and I'm questioning Tia's drinking when she got liver issues. Oh yes, that toilet flush. I feel like that was fraud. I feel like the producers just like edit that in later on. That was so rude. Gabrielle, the family Chantelle review is in like 9 minutes. 1 in a million. Hello, Ramsterdam. Welcome. What are y'all saying up here? Annie Richter, hello. Taz C, welcome. Venus the Militant, hello. Tony has done it again. She's in the room. Baba Baby, hi. Jasmine. I feel like I've been really working on my Marcelino impersonation. Brittany, me and you have come a long way together. She's like, look at my Puerto Rican man. And I was like, look at your Puerto Rican man. Mari, hello. All the usual suspects. Thank you guys so much for being in the room today. I absolutely appreciate it. If you have another 30 minutes, I'll be back in about 8 minutes to talk about the family Chantelle, which should be quick. You know, it wasn't that interesting, but I do have 2 episodes to talk about. I took shoddy notes on each episode. This is the worst. Shoddy notes. I can't ever just do it a week. I have to just put it together. I feel like very little things happen in one episode, so you kind of have to smash them. That's not what I meant. You kind of have to just add the episodes together to get like a real good chunk of what's going on in the family Chantelle. Hi, Raven Hughes. Welcome. Hi, Joseph Felton. He was though. He was. Don't hate on it. He's my African brother, and he's not African. And if I did probably call him African, he might feel some kind of way about it, which would annoy me to no end. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video right now. Thank you so much for watching. As always, y'all have a fantastic day. Remember to be you, be true, and find your place. Bye.